Hello and welcome. I'm so happy that everyone could carve some time into their day today for some gentle yoga for everyone. For those on YouTube, my name is Candace, and I'm going to flow into practice. There'll be a water break. Anytime if you feel like you need a rest or water, be sure to hydrate. And also, you can take to your mat in any seated, relaxed position. Okay, let's see. I've got my Zoom ladies on and I see some thumbs down. Join audio. So let's see what's going on. I have to make sure that everybody can hear and see me. And I do see that's unmuted. Okay, so now I'm seeing nods and thumbs up. Thank you. Hey, this is a community, all right? So it's a yoga community we're forming. It's virtual. So we have people from all over that can connect through yoga. It's wonderful. So let's go ahead and start. Let's start today in a sitting position. All right, so we're going to start seated. We do have our mat in a horizontal alignment for sitting to begin our stretching. All righty. So from here, I will assume that everybody is sitting and we're going to begin with some gentle spinal twists. Sit in the position that's comfortable for your body. On your inhale, alrighty, I see. We are making our way to our mat still. Very good. Flowing to sitting with shoulders relaxed. Your low jaw is relaxed. And on the inhale breath, we're going to guide the arms to flow upward. Fingertips flow to the sky. On the exhale, begin to twist the body to the right slowly. Let your fingertips flow downward and your chin will flow towards your right shoulder. From here, we'll take a breath. Guide the arms to flow to shoulder level. Bend the elbows and begin to untwist, guiding yourself back to a neutral spine position. Fingers straight. On the inhale, our chin lowers towards the left shoulder with a lifted heart. Excellent flow. And now we're going to untwist, guiding the arms to flow upward, returning back to the neutral spine position, releasing the arms forward to shoulder level. From shoulder level, pull the fingers in and squeeze and make a tight fist. And then we're going to circle our hands outward and then circle hands inward. Let the hands be still. Release the fingers to straighten and flex the hands so the fingertips flow up. On the exhale breath, release the fingertips down. And then the next breath allows the hands to be neutral. We'll extend the arms out with a lifted heart. Allow the hands to lower. And now your hands will be behind you. Your fingertips point away from your body. Let's guide the knees to rise up. Uncross the ankles if they were crossed. And now release the knees down. And we're going to just guide the right knee down and then guide the left knee down. So we're just alternating, allowing the knee to lower towards the mat. Inviting openness into the hips with a lifted heart. From here, we'll take another breath and we'll begin to wiggle the knees, sort of guiding the legs to mimic like a butterfly wings fluttering. Next breath, we'll guide the knees to rise all the way up. Breathe, inhale, pull your belly in and guide the soles of your feet to the mat or floor. On the exhale breath, allow the knees to release back down. All right, we're going to do that again. Inhale, knees rise up, pull your belly in. On the exhale, guide the knees to lower back down. From here, we'll guide the arms to extend out, and we're going to lift the fingertips up towards the sky. Try to guide your navel inward, and just go nice and slow. Allow your body to relax and soften in a forward fold, guiding the chin towards the collarbone. So we can stretch the muscles in the back, stretch the muscles in the shoulders. Open the hips a little more. The next breath guides the arms to extend outward. Palms will face down. Our nose is pointing in the same direction as our heels. On the inhale breath, we're going to rise up slowly. Guide your fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Remember to lift your heart up. On the exhale breath, rotate arms in, palms touch, elbows bend. Awesome flow. We're going to cross our ankles. I'm going to let another student into the Zoom class. Alrighty. Now, we're going to place our left palm to cover our heart. Right palm covers the navel. Let's lift the heart up and gaze downward. And this will be a moment of reflection. This is also an opportunity. If you choose to set an intention or dedication for your practice today, you can do that as well. Or you can simply remain connected with your own heart energy. Let's all take a long cleansing breath through the nose and blink the eyes open a little wider. We are now prepared to start our yoga practice for today. And today we are going to start in down dog. So let's rotate our body to the left and we'll start on all fours. Okay? So we're going to do different variations as we flow to actually ultimately flow into the down dog posture. We are starting by flexing the feet. The hands are directly below, well, your wrist. Your wrist is directly below the shoulder. So each wrist is directly below the shoulder. We gaze downward so the neck is neutral. From here, we're going to take an inhale breath and we're going to lift the knees up very slowly. Remember, spread the fingers very wide. And as the knees rise up, press your heart closer to your thighs. Keep your heels off of your mat and guide your tailbone up. So let's keep the heels up momentarily if you can, with legs straight. Now with the heels lifted, guide your hips to flow to the right and let your spine curve, and then your hips flow to the left, also letting spine curve. So breathe deep and slowly guide your hips to flow to the right and then to the left, going slow with eyes open and noticing the fullness in the breath. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to guide the spine back to the neutral position and bend our right knee. With the right knee bending, the left heel lowers all the way to the mat. All right? So the left leg is straight, left heel on the mat, right knee bending. Chin flowing towards the collarbone. Next breath, begin to straighten the bending knee, lift up your left heel, and now we're going to guide the right heel all the way to the mat, and the opposite knee is bending. So now at this point, just alternate your knee bends, go at your own pace, alternating bending knees and releasing the opposite heel to the mat. Be mindful to keep your chin flowing towards your collarbone, and be mindful to keep your navel flowing inward. So you want to encourage hollowness in the belly, and this is called the paddling the dog position. On the exhale breath, release your heels as much as you can, straightening knees. So the legs are straight and your heels are either on your mat or hovering close to the mat. Remember, be gentle with your body, don't force it and don't strain. We're actively pressing our heart closer to our thighs, and we always keep our eyes open for focus and concentration when we are inverted. From here, we're going to take a breath and we are going to bend our knees, and we're going to gently place our knees on our mat. Then we'll point the toes, so the toenails on the mat. Slide the palms away from the body. Guide your navel inward. Allow your forehead to flow down towards the mat and rest gently on the mat. Notice how your low jaw is relaxing, your tongue is resting in low jaw. Keep breathing deep. Awesome flow. Connecting with a child's pose, our resting yoga posture, which brings many benefits to our nervous and circulatory system. From here, we'll take a breath. We're going to lift the glutes up, bend the elbows, slide the palms towards the top of your mat so you can create a diagonal line from elbow to shoulder. Create a diagonal line. Your chin is flowing towards the collarbone so your neck can be neutral and your toenails are on the mat. You're actively guiding the tailbone upward, actively pressing the belly towards the thighs. This is our puppy pose. From here, we're going to take a breath and we're going to begin to slide the palms closer towards our knees and flow up to straightening our elbows. So the elbows, and place the elbows directly below the shoulders. Lift the hands, rotate the palms so they face each other. Palms will touch. Bend your fingers and clasp your hands tightly and guide your hands to lower back to the mat, hands clasping tightly. Now we're going to take a breath and we're going to flex the toe prints onto our mat. On your next inhale breath, begin to lift your knees up. Go at your own pace. Don't let my cues rush you. The slower you go, the better. We're going to lift our knees up, straighten our legs, guide our chin towards the collarbone, and allow the tailbone to flow up towards the sky. This is a variation of a dolphin pose. We're strengthening the ligaments in the elbows, wrists, and shoulders, as we are also inverted, allowing oxygen-rich blood to flow to the brain. Promote focus and concentration. Be mindful to keep your eyes open for focus. From here, we'll take another breath, and as we exhale, let's bend the left knee towards the chest. See if you can bend the knee and lift up that foot. See how it feels. If you feel unstable, return your foot back to the mat. From here, we'll take a cleansing breath. And as we exhale, we're going to now guide that leg to return back to straighten. Release the foot back to the mat. On the next breath, we'll flow to the other side. Guiding the opposite knee should be perhaps the right knee, bending and flowing towards the chest if you're able. And it's perfectly fine to keep your foot on the mat. Listen to the body and move slowly. From here, we'll take another back to the mat if it was lifted. From here, let's take another breath. And on the exhale, we'll guide the knees to soften and flow to bending. Gently placing them on the mat, pointing toes, straightening fingers, and guiding the glutes towards the heels, extending the palms away from the body, and then guiding the arms outward. The hands will lower in the same direction as the feet. Ultimately, let your palms face up, and your hands will be on either side of your feet, forehead flowing downward, perhaps resting gently on the mat. Shoulder blades are spreading across the upper back. The belly is hollow. Another variation of a child's pose. So good for the body. Allow the flow of your breath to become more fluid and deeper. From here, we'll take a breath and see if you can capture your heels. And on the inhale, we're going to lift the glutes up and keep holding the heels. So now you're guiding the crown of the head more towards the mat. So your forehead is no longer on the mat. The crown of the head is on the mat. From here, we'll take another breath. And as we exhale, we're going to guide our glutes to flow towards our heels. Release your heels and guide the arms outward and upward towards the top of your yoga mat. Palms will face the mat. Returning back to the child's pose. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to lift the glutes up, bend the elbows. With the elbows bending, the fingers are straight. From here, guide the fingers closer together. And the next breath allows the feet to flex so the toe prints are on the mat. So now we have our toe prints on our mat, and we're ready to inhale. We're going to lift the knees up. So breathe, lift the knees up so that you can straighten your legs. Guide your tailbone up. Press your heart closer to your thighs. And see how much air you can guide into your lungs. Be mindful to keep the belly hollow. And again, this is another variation of a dolphin pose. Notice how relaxed your jaw is, and notice how your tongue rests in your low jaw. From here, we'll take a breath. And as we exhale, the knees begin to flow to bending. We're going to gently place our knees on our mat, straighten elbows, and flow to an all-fours tabletop position. From the all-fours tabletop position, the breath allows us to flow back to our down dog, straightening knees, lifting them up and straightening them, releasing the heels to the mat, and now our left knee will bend towards the chest, and we're going to step that left foot between the hands. Breathe and step, guiding the sole of the foot onto the mat. Now your right heel will lower towards the mat. The right toes are at a diagonal. We're going to guide the left arm on the inside of the left leg. Awesome flow. From the right thigh. So the heart points towards the front of the room. So we're in a side lunge. Inviting openness into our hips, toning our legs, and strengthening arms and shoulders. From here, we'll take a breath, and we're going to rise up, lift the heart up, arms flow up to shoulder level, and gaze forward past the front middle finger. We have both palms facing downward, and our fingers are straight. We're connecting in a warrior two posture. From here, we'll take a breath, and we'll straighten the bending knee, guide all 10 toes forward. Next breath, right toes point away from the body. Left toes are at a diagonal, and we're going to bend our right knee. We have our palms facing down, our navel is flowing inward. Turn your head towards the right and gaze actively past your right fingers. And also be mindful to squeeze those elbows. When you squeeze the elbows, you create engagement in your bicep, tricep muscles, toning up those muscles. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath, guide the arms to flow overhead, rotate the upper body towards the bending knee, and release on your exhale. The upper body releases towards the bending knee, placing the hands in front of that right heel. The next breath allows us to focus on the left arm. We're going to guide the left arm to flow to touch the left thigh. The heart faces the front of the room. What a wonderful way to open up the hips and invite more mobility into the hips. From here, we'll take a breath. And as we exhale, we're going to guide the left hand to flow back towards the right hand. And then let's step that right foot back. Breathe, step it back to a plank. So for plank position, plank is different from down dog in that we don't have our tailbone flowing upward. In plank position, we want to align our shoulders over the wrist. Fingers are spread widely to protect the wrist. We're guiding our navel inward. Our nose points towards the mat so the neck can be neutral. And this is our plank position. So good for strengthening the core muscle group. From here, we'll take a breath and we'll now flow to the down dog, guiding our heels towards the mat. We might have to walk the feet a little in, depending on how long your legs are. So we're guiding our tailbone upward. We're pressing our heels towards the mat and also pressing the heart closer to the thighs. Eyes are open for focus and concentration. What a wonderful flow. The next breath allows us to begin to walk our feet closer to our hands and go at your own pace. Don't rush. We're going to meet up in a forward fold. We are actively guiding the navel inward. We have our eyes open. And we are making sure that all of the weight of the body is transferred into our heels. Our legs are straight. What an awesome flow. Now let's place our hands. The palms will touch our shins and we'll straighten the elbows, pressing the heart forward so we can connect in a flat back forward fold. Very good. The next breath allows the palms to float forward and we're going to rise up. Next breath, rotate arms in, palms touch, elbows bend. Keep flowing until you connect your thumbs with your heart center and relax shoulders. You can face forward. Awesome flow. Let's go ahead, relax our hands, relax our arms. We're approximately 30 minutes into practice, a great time for a water break. I'm going to grab my water, come right back. And if you have a posture you'd like to flow through, type it in the chat and I'll make sure we get to that posture in the second half. I'll be right back. Alrighty. All right. So for those of you that might have just joined, my name is Candace, Gentle Yoga for Everyone. And I'm just checking the chat because if there's a posture you'd like to flow through, type it in the chat and I'll make sure we get there before the class ends. It's kind of an almond milk water mix. Adjust my fan. Yes, yes, yes. This feels so good. Yes, today it's very hot in Atlanta Metro. Very hot. Good stuff, good stuff. Alrighty. Alrighty. Sorry. Always trying to get the right angle. Alrighty. So as everyone makes their way back to the mat, in the meantime, what we can do is we can guide our bodies to a staff pose by straightening our legs. All right, I've got someone else to add to class. All righty. All righty. All right, so as we're waiting for everyone to return back to the mat, let's go ahead and have the feet extended forward in a flex position. Then we'll place the arms behind us so the fingertips are pointing in the same direction as your glute muscles. We're straightening our elbows and our heart is lifted. Actively flex your feet by pressing the ball of the foot away from the body and guiding the tips of the toes towards the body. Be sure to keep the heart lifted, and you're just imagining as if there was a string guiding you from the crown of the head upward. So you really want to elongate the spine. This helps strengthen muscles in the back and shoulders, and it also helps to improve our posture. When we sit with the heart lifted and shoulders relaxed, We also have our low jaw relaxed and our tongue is resting in the low jaw or floor. And then we'll guide the right arm to extend to straighten. From here, let's take another breath. Lift the heart up as you're inhaling. And on the exhale, guide your right elbow to bend and you're going to rotate your body, upper body towards the back of the room. Turn your head towards your left shoulder. So you're giving your bending leg a nice loving hug. You're keeping your front foot flexing and you're turning your chin towards the wall behind you. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a deep breath. And as we exhale, we're going to release the bending knee, untwist, back to the neutral spine position so we can straighten the bending leg. On the inhale breath, we'll bend now. The opposite knee should be the right knee bending, guiding the right sole of the foot to the mat or floor with the lifted heart, still actively flexing the front foot. The right hand is behind us and the right elbow is straight. Now we'll guide the left arm to extend and flow to shoulder level. On the exhale breath, begin to bend that left elbow, turn the upper body towards the wall behind for an active spinal twist. The chin is flowing towards the right shoulder. We're guiding the navel inward. And we're just noticing the fullness of the breath and our own unique heart rhythm. From here, we'll take another cleansing breath. And as we exhale, we're going to release the bending knee and untwist back to the neutral spine position. So we can guide the bending knee to flow to straighten. Forward, we're guiding the navel inward. Let's see how slowly we can release forward. See how slow you can go? Control and focus. Will allow you to connect in a forward fold, allowing your chin to flow towards your collarbone. The belly is hollow and the breath is full. Notice how the body softens on each exhale, and notice the rise and fall of your chest as you're breathing. On the next inhale, that's when we'll begin to lift the heart up, lift the arms, and rise up slowly. Palms are going to face each other. Elbows will be straight, fingers straight, and be sure to lift the heart up. Really receive length in the spine and guide the navel inward. Next breath allows the arms to release all the way down. Fingertips connect with the mat. We'll guide both knees to bend. With both knees bending, allow the knees to splay towards the left. We'll use the right hand to capture right ankle, lift the leg, and guide the heel in the same direction as the right glute. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath and we will straighten the right leg, pointing the right toe, actively squeezing the right kneecap, actively squeezing the right glute muscle as well. Take another cleansing breath, and as you exhale, you're going to bend the right knee, return back to the starting position. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the heart, guide the right leg to extend to straighten the glute muscle. From here, we'll guide the right knee to return back to bending, releasing the glute back onto the mat, and now focusing on the left leg. Left leg extends to straighten. So you want the left sole of the foot flowing towards the wall in front of you, which should be like the left wall, okay? The left side of the room. Very good. And from here, we'll now guide that left knee to flow back to bending. Let's do that again. Inhale, left leg extends. And now we'll take a breath, guide the arms overhead. Take another breath. And as we release the breath, we're going to flow towards the straight legs slowly. You want to guide your navel in. You want your heart flowing in the same direction as your left thigh. The body lowers, the arms lower, and we guide our chin towards the collarbone and allow the forehead to flow towards the knee. Allow your body to soften and relax and continue to breathe deeply. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to begin to rise up slowly, lifting the body, lifting the arms, guiding the fingertips back towards the sky, and allowing the arms to release down. From here, we'll take a breath and guide the straight leg to flow to bending. Both knees rise up towards the sky. Soles of the feet are on the mat. Next breath, knees now fall to the right. Left hand captures left ankle. We lift the right sole of the foot flows towards the right wall, which is in front of you. And the next breath allows the knee to return back to bending. All right, let's do that once more. Inhale, straighten right leg. And now on the inhale, we guide the arms to flow upward, fingertips flow towards the sky, and we're going to rotate the body towards the straight leg and release. Slowly as you can, guiding the navel in, palms face each other. You want to be controlled in your movement, being very gentle with the body. Seeing how much air you can guide into the lungs each time you inhale. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to begin to lift the heart up. Lift the body and lift the arms. Palms face each other, elbows are straight. What a fluid flow. Guides the fingertips towards the sky. And then as we exhale, we release the arms back down. And we're going to bend to the straight knee. From here, we'll take a breath. Place your hands on either side of the bending right knee. And we're going to rise up to all fours. Breathe. Rise up to an all fours tabletop position. Spread your fingers nice and wide and guide your wrists to be directly below your shoulders. From here, we'll take a breath and we can flow to our cat-cow sequence. All right, so this is the cow posture. When you're ready to exhale, do so. Guide your navel inward. Your chin is going to flow towards your collarbone. Spread your shoulder blades across your back and just arch like a cat arches for the cat posture. And now when you're ready to inhale, do so. At this point, go at your own pace. You want to go as slowly as you can, very, very slow, so you can really connect with each articulation in the spine as it moves. You want to connect with the vibration of your breath and your heart energy, flowing very slowly through cat and cow posture, receiving benefits to the hips, spine, shoulders, even good for those muscles in the neck, reducing tension. Let's do 3 more, and after the third one, we will meet up in the neutral spine, flat back position after you complete your third one. Remember to breathe deeply. Excellent flow. Let's breathe a little deeper. Awesome. So from here, we're going to take a breath and we're going to slide the palms away from the body. Elbows connect with the mat. Begin to straighten the legs. And we're going to connect in. This is called a palms facing. Your arms are touching your chest wall. Your legs are straight and your toenails are facing your mat or floor. The heart is lifted, shoulders relaxed. This is a wonderful way to strengthen the ligaments in the fingers, wrists, and elbows. Also brings benefits to the muscles covering the shoulders, such as the deltoid muscles. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to guide the right knee to bend so the right foot will lift up. Next breath, left knee bends, left foot rises. From here, we'll take a breath. We're going to guide the left hand to flow towards the left foot. See if you can capture the ankle. If you can't, just let it hover near the foot. So you're either holding the ankle or the hand is near the foot. From here, we're going to do the same thing on the right side. Right hand flows towards the ankle or either towards the foot. From here, let's all take a big breath. And if you're holding your ankles, slide your hand now towards your toes. So your palms are on the tops of the feet. And see if you can, and you're going to begin to bend the elbows. As you bend your elbows, gently guide your heels closer towards your glute muscles. And you want to just go slow. Don't strain. Take your time. From here, we're going to lift up the right knee and guide that heel a little closer to the glute. Then we lift up the left knee and guide that heel a little closer towards the glute. All right, now make sure your legs are resting back on the mat, elbows are bending either side. Whatever feels best for the body, let your neck be relaxed. From here, we're going to take a breath and see if you can place your thumb on the soles of the feet and just press your thumbs on the soles of the feet in different places. Press the thumbs near the ball of the foot, near the pinky toe, and near your arch, just randomly in different places for a nice foot massage. Breathe deep as you do that. From here, we'll allow our thumbs to be still and guide the hands to flow closer towards the ankles if you can. If you can't capture the feet, it's okay. Just keep those arms and hands hovering over there near the feet. And if you are capturing the ankles, what we're going to do is we're going to slowly lift the heart up, press the feet away from the body, actively hold the feet, and we're rising up to what is called a bow pose. Pressing the feet away from the body, lifting the heart up. And you can squeeze your glute muscles and see if you can lift those thighs up. See how it feels. Go slow. Don't rush. Take your time. Remember, micro movements are best in yoga. Micro meaning very slow and small. Yes. Breathe into it. From here, we're going to take a deep breath. And as we exhale, let your thighs rest towards the mat. Release your feet. Elbows bend. Feet lower to the mat. Place your hands on either side of your chest. Elbows pointing towards the feet. And again, your arms are touching the sides of the body. From here, we're going to take a breath. And on the inhale, we're going to lift the head and press the palms into the mat. On the exhale breath, let your chest release back to the mat. Head lowers as well. Connect with your heart rhythm. On the inhale, we're going to press the palms into the mat, lift the head up. Lift the chest, gaze up towards the sky, and on the exhale, release back down. Chest lowers, head lowers. Awesome flow. From here, we're going to take a breath. Guide the arms to straighten so your hands flow in the same direction as your feet. Your palms will touch the sides of your thighs. Chin resting on the mat or forehead flowing towards the mat. On the inhale breath, we're going to lift the head, the feet, the chest, the legs, and rise up. Guide the shoulder blades to touch. Your palms are facing each other. Squeeze those glute muscles. Awesome flow. So good for the body, strengthening the spine, activating the core muscle group. From here, we'll take another breath. And as we exhale, we're going to release back to the mat. Let the body soften. Let the body lower. And let those shoulder blades relax. Awesome flow. From here, we're going to take a breath and we're going to bend the elbows, place the hands on either side of the chest. We're going to rise up to an all-fours tabletop position. From here, we're going to cross our ankles. The next breath guides the right knee to flow outward, left knee to flow outward. And now we'll use our hands as props as we take a breath and balance if you need to, guiding your glutes to your heels. Connecting in easy pose. From easy pose, we take a breath. We're going to lift the knees, uncross the ankles. We're going to slide to the top of our mat. We are preparing to lie down. From here, we'll take a breath and we are going to lift the feet. And we're using the hands just to give us a little more security, all right? We're using our hands as props. We're still activating the core muscle group because every time you guide your knees close to the chest, that activates abdominal wall, pelvic floor, and we're also engaging our glute muscles. From here, we're going to slide the hands towards the feet and lower the body one vertebrae at a time onto the mat. Shoulder blades connect with the mat, base of the skull connects with the mat. Guide your fingertips up towards the sky and allow your knees to splay outward. Hands flow to capture your big toes if you can hold your big toes. Pointer, middle finger, and thumb. 3 fingers will capture your big toe on each foot. Guide your heels up so the soles of the feet are like they are walking on the ceiling. This is called the happy baby posture. And from here, we can rock the body from side to side, and you'll get a massage on the low back by rocking slowly and breathing deeply. From here, we'll take another breath. Allow the body to be still. Release the big toe. Gently guide the legs to touch and release the soles of the feet onto your mat and straighten your legs. Arms relax at your side. We are now prepared for the final yoga posture, which is called Shavasana. So we want to make sure the spine is long and straight. Just be mindful, notice the neck, make sure the neck is straight. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and close your eyes. Eyes will be closed. We allow the low jaw to relax so your chin flows towards the collarbone. Your lips are slightly parting, tongue resting in low jaw. At this moment, what we're doing is we're following our breath inward as we inhale. So during your inhale breath, notice as the breath travels into the nostrils and flows into the body. Notice the temperature of the breath as it enters the body and notice what your breath sounds like. All thoughts are on the way your breath is flowing, the way the chest is rising and falling, and noticing the pulsing of the heart. Receive peace. Connect with calm and focus. Continue to allow the body to create calming waves to flow over the body through the breath. So the breath is just flowing like a nice calm wave over the body. And as that happens, we're going to begin to wiggle the toes slowly back and forth. Allow the feet to flow slowly from side to side so you can activate your ankles in a circular motion. As the feet are moving, we're going to guide awareness to the calf muscles, and we're going to gently squeeze and release our calf muscles. Now, allow the focus to travel up towards the knees, and we're going to squeeze and release our kneecaps. Allow the thigh muscles to squeeze and release. Allow the fingers to bend and straighten. We're going to circle our hands so we can activate our wrists, wiggle those fingers. On the inhale breath, allow the shoulders to rise up. On the exhale breath, shoulder blades release back down. Relax your arms at your side. Focus on facial muscles, and we're going to take a big yawn breath. Make a big O with your mouth. Your chin is going to flow towards your collarbone, and just imagine doing a big yawn. And then as you exhale, your low jaw moves from left to right. Allow your lips to move from left to right, and begin to wiggle the nose. Blink the eyes open. Allows the knees to flow to bending, soles of the feet connect with the mat. Take another breath, and as we exhale, we're going to turn our body towards the left. Left elbow bends, connect with the fetal position on your left side. Take another deep breath. Slowly, gently place your hands in front of the chest. More breath allows us to slowly rise up to any comfortable seated position. Taking our time to guide ourselves to a seated position. Once we're there, be mindful to lift your heart up and relax your arms, either on your legs or at your side. Gaze downward in reflection, noticing how you're feeling at this moment in time. The next breath allows the arms to extend outward and upward. Rotate arms in, palms touch, elbows bend. Take your time. Together we will meet up at heart center, noticing our heart rhythm. And take a cleansing breath. And as we exhale, we're going to release and fold forward. Let's remember the importance of giving ourselves grace and being gentle and kind to our bodies. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. Alrighty. So for those of you that might have joined a little later, My name is Candace with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. If you found this practice to be helpful, please consider hitting the like button. Great day. Bye.